Hey friends, I'm sitting in my happy place, my bamboo grove in Alabama, but I'm not feeling very happy right now. I had an appointment with my OBGYN, fertility consultation. It was very doom or gloom, which I don't appreciate. Like, I would rather him, not just completely like crush me, because stress definitely doesn't help one get pregnant. Just turned 41. I had wanted to have kids when I was near 30, but we weren't in a position to be able to have kids. And then I wanted to have kids while I was in grad school, which would have been my mid to late 30s, but I ended up having a variety of health problems, one of which was pulmonary embolism caused by birth control, which apparently makes me high risk for pulmonary embolism if I get pregnant, which, I mean, I'm okay with that risk. But the doctor was very kind of doom or gloom. It's like most women don't have children after 41, 42, or 43. The fertility is like a bell curve, and I may not have any viable eggs left and all that kind of stuff. And we got to do some tests, but there's no test that will say for sure if I have viable eggs. It'll tell him that if I don't, or it'll give him a maybe. And got to have my husband checked, and got to have my tubes checked before we go into like oral or injected fertility treatments. And then talked about in vitro a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I love the doctor. Like, he cares. He's got a great heart. But it's obvious that he has ethical and moral hesitations with in vitro fertilization. And I'm over here like, my clock's ticking. I don't have a lot of time to wait. And I don't have any moral or ethical issues with in vitro fertilization. So I feel like I'm gonna have to find a new OBGYN, because I don't want to see a doctor that so obviously is not okay with that, because every time I go in and see him, I'm going to feel bad or feel guilty, and I don't need to feel his feelings. I'm just really frustrated and upset, because like his energy, his demeanor, he's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I'm not going to tell him my whole life story. But there are reasons for everything, and some of those reasons I'm angry about. I did not appreciate that drop in energy. I feel like I've been on the verge of a panic attack ever since I got out of that appointment. And just, I know that, my clock's ticking, my chances are on the low side. But I'd really like to work with an optimist, because personally, I'm an optimist. I want to believe that everything will work out. And I want to believe that so many of the spiritual things I've been told, they come true. And I was told that I would have a kid, and that it would most likely be between the ages of 41 and 42. I don't see why God would tell me that if it wasn't going to come true. I'm going to try and contain this panic attack. Go lay down and get a little rest, and hopefully wake up in a better state. I mean, ultimately, there's not anything I can do right now. I can get these tests done to see where I stand, explore my options, and look for another doctor once I get settled in Ohio. Please send me some good vibes, guys. I could really use them right now.